Hey Taurus, this reading is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising in love. We're going to take a look at love for October 1st through the 15th. I've decided this month to do love and general readings separate. I just finished your general reading. It's beautiful. Make sure you guys check that out. We're going to take a look at love. Taurus in love, October 1st through the 15th. I don't know if you can see little ears sticking up here. I have a little baby kitty cuddling with me while we do this reading. His little face pops up. Don't be alarmed. It'll be a cute little distraction. Okay, Taurus in love. October 1st through the 15th. Taurus, I will still be giving away a free reading this month like I do every month. If you'd like to be considered, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Leave me a comment below your video. I will notify winners at the very end of the month. Taurus in love, October 1st through the 15th. Okay, Taurus, I'm channeling that somebody who hasn't been available for you is about to be available. Someone's available. I'm getting maybe somebody was going through a divorce. They weren't all the way single yet. When you met them, it feels like somebody's energy is available. They are physically, emotionally available. It's really beautiful. It's something that you're probably going to want to act on when you hear this news. Don't procrastinate. There's a possibility if someone extends that energy to you and you're interested and you're trying to play it cool, and they don't know that they have your interest from the get-go, they may move on pretty quickly, but it feels like someone's very interested in pursuing something with you. In the general reading, fated relationships are coming through, and there's definitely a connection between that and love here too. There is fate. It seemed like timing wasn't right in the past with you and somebody. Don't be surprised if that comes full circle. Now, Taurus, this could very well be you. Are you available now? And somebody has maybe been waiting, or they've been curious, they've been interested to see what would happen between you guys if the timing was right. Feels like the timing's going to be right over the next couple of weeks, or at least talks of seeing this through. It feels like that will come through for you guys. So keep an open mind. If it's you, Taurus, communicate with this particular person that you would like to see what things would look like between you guys. You'd like to give it a shot. It feels like anybody who's not communicating that desire openly, it's like the other partner's gonna take that as disinterest and they're just gonna move on pretty quickly. Okay, so just a little bit of a note of caution, but otherwise it's a pretty beautiful energy coming through. Okay, first card out is it is safe for you to love. If it's a new love that you are calling in, this person should feel safe for you. There's a fated element, but it shouldn't be, there shouldn't be any conflict, okay? It feels like this person being available for you makes it a much safer environment. If somebody is still going through a divorce, they're not in that space yet. I will say this, for a smaller percentage of you, somebody isn't quite available, but they are very interested in you. Don't rush that process. You do want to wait until divine timing is on your side, because if you get involved with somebody and they're going through that kind of a process, they're not going to be emotionally ready and available for you. They're going to say that, but they're not, and that could be you again, Taurus. So keep that in mind, but the majority message comes through as though somebody is going to be available. They will say that to you. They are available for you at this time, or that's going to come full circle over the course of October. It's safe. There isn't conflict there. If you feel like you are calling in new partners where there is a little bit of conflict, they aren't fully available, that's not who this person is, okay? So make sure that you keep an open mind, and I want to say clear space too, because it feels like, Taurus, if you've been waiting for somebody, whether you are consciously doing it or not, you may have had little like space fillers, little jump off relationships, or relationships and interactions. I don't want to say are superficial, because I don't really think that you guys do superficial relationships, but not relationships that don't have quite the depth that you would really be after, or the romance that you would typically tap into, okay? Those people may be taking up space at this time. It feels like there is somebody that would really have your whole heart, and vice versa. You're going to want to make space for them. Center of the reading is children. The first message that comes through here is that if you have children, regardless of their age, this new partner would actually be a really good fit for them. I'm seeing teenagers really vibing with a new partner, even though they may not have done well with other partners in the past. Or if they're being, you know, typical teenagers and a little bit of attitude, it's almost like this new partner just kind of gets them on a certain level. Like they would almost have, it would be respectful, like a respectful kind of a friendship, but it's somebody that like the teenagers would maybe look up to and would feel a little bit more comfortable being open with than their parent. And it would just be a really beautiful situation. Younger children doing really well in the picture too. Adult children approving. So there's definitely this child energy coming in, but also this speaks to inner child. It's safe love that speaks to your inner child, where you can unleash. I'm getting unleash the inner child. To me, that speaks to being playful. A partner who is safe, but someone who is also playful, who is fun. You enjoy each other's company without anything extravagant going on. Communication feels really on point here. So if you are trying to call a new love, this is starting to feel really significant and very special here. Yeah, worth waiting for. I had a feeling this was going to pop. For those of you who feel like the partner isn't fully available yet, they do feel like they're worth waiting for. I think there is somebody who's been worth waiting for, Taurus, or you've been the one worth waiting for, and it's almost like that patience will be rewarded now. That patience will be rewarded, but I have to come back to this again. Make space. Make sure the people, the little situations, the one-off kind of things, make sure that's not a distraction from the bigger love, okay? It feels like for some of you too, if you've been going through a divorce or some sort of a separation, it feels like some of you, it may not be a divorce because you may not have been legally married, but it was a marriage-like commitment. So you may have children involved, you may have property involved, money involved. It feels like, it feels like that's gonna come. I don't want to say full circle for all of you in October, but definitely you're making some really legitimate, steady progress. But for many of you, it's going to come full circle, and that will be worth waiting for, you know? So stay patient. Make sure you have patience here if you're not quite as far along as you'd like to be in this. Wow. So we have say free to love, clarify by make the effort. I'm getting that child energy here too. I'm getting that playful energy. Someone who's, one, really great for your kids, but also really great for your inner child, and vice versa, Taurus. I mean, this is definitely mutual energy. If your children would benefit from having this partner in their life, if they have children, you would do the same thing. Like this is definitely in balance, safe love. But for those of you who are in committed relationships, make the effort to stay connected. Make the effort to prioritize your relationship if work is getting really intense. That was a huge message in the general reading about work being crazy intense for you guys. Make the effort to spend time with your partner. Make the effort to spend time with your children. It feels like there needs to be a better work-life balance here, especially if you've launched something new. I'm not feeling too much drama or conflict. If you have dealt with that over the last couple of months, there's definitely resolution, because this comes through as beautiful and it comes through as playful energy. So I think that you guys have a fun couple of weeks ahead. We have children clarified by self-love at the center of the reading. You know, it's your self-love, also doing that inner child healing. It feels like some of you have been on an intense healing journey, especially over the course of 2019. There's been a lot of healing that's taken place, and you've done a really good job with this. This is why you can call in love at a high level, because you have prioritized self-love, because you are making time to connect to inner child and nurture your inner child. There's self-love here too in regards to your children, teaching your children about self-love and getting. your children, just being able to see you make decisions and come from that place of self-love, even if you're not verbally speaking about it, they're watching you. They see it in your actions. They hear it in your conversations with other people, and they respect you for it. Your children are learning self-love through you. This is really beautiful energy. Whatever you're doing right now, Taurus, is working. Relationships are working, okay? Something is definitely coming to a head here for those of you who've been waiting for a partner. They do feel worth it. They feel worth waiting for. It feels mutual. This feels like mutual love. It feels like mutual energy. Do trust that if somebody's been trying to get out of a relationship, and especially for those that recognize they weren't emotionally available, and so they didn't try to move ahead with it, and you may have even, I'm getting a hard stop, so somebody may have made a hard stop and said, nope, you know what, these doors aren't closed yet, I can't do that. Those people are the healthier ones. For some of you, if you've dealt with partners who weren't all the way out of a relationship, I think if they're going through a divorce, it's a little bit different. But if they haven't initiated the divorce, and they initiated the divorce after they met you, I'm getting energy that's like a little bit on the fence, because will there be issues around trust, possibly? So just keep that in mind. But if you've been waiting for somebody who had already taken steps to get out of a relationship, they had communicated that with the partner, they've kept you in the loop, they've been really honest, this person comes through. It's such a beautiful soul for you. And for those of you in committed relationships, what has been worth waiting for you is a resolution here, a resolution with work-life balance, a resolution with somebody coming home and being able to spend more time, whether that's you or your partner. Look at this. Worth waiting for. Give your relationship a chance. Somebody's giving your relationship a chance now, and they couldn't in the past. But I feel like for those of you in committed relationships, someone's coming home. Someone's coming home and spending more time. Someone's coming back to you. They're spending more time. This beautiful energy. You sort of get that time back. Make sure, Taurus, if you are the busy one, which it seems like you probably are, make sure you are carving out time, of course, finances and career crowning your reading. Make sure, I understand you guys are doing important things right now, and you can't just like put work, to the wayside. I mean, I get that this is dominant. You should be investing a lot of time and energy into work right now, especially for those of you who are entrepreneurs, launching new things, maybe that aren't necessarily traditional 9-to-5 jobs and environments. Such good energy and work for you. But come home to love. Come home to your family. Make sure you're making time for them. Because somebody may feel a little, I don't want to say neglected, because it feels like they're supportive of your work ethic. They understand where you're coming from, but they miss you regardless. So make sure you're making time for those that love you. Bottom of the deck, we have wedding, and we have commitment, okay? For those of you who are married, or for those of you who have very intact long-term commitments, this is just a beautiful couple of weeks ahead. If a little issues do pop up, you're giving your relationship a chance. You're communicating. I really think your biggest issue, again, is this life-work balance. I'm not seeing too much conflict here other than that. And I know that that alone can be very stressful, though, for you, for a partner. Do your best. Communicate. If you are the partner feeling like your partner isn't making enough time for you, it's time to communicate that. You will get a really healthy resolution here. For those of you who are single, really feels like somebody faded, and new love for sure for you on the horizon here. But you may miss it if you're not making time to be out. If you're not open to love right now because you're focused on career, that's okay, to be honest with you. But there's someone here. There's energy here. I really think the main message, though, for those of you who've been waiting, it's just about time. Someone's going to let you know that they're available and they're ready now. It's going to make you and them very happy, but go for it. Don't hesitate. Make sure they know that you're still interested, or vice versa, okay? Make sure you guys are communicating. Taurus, if you feel like you need more clarity, reach out to me. I'm available for private readings, for energy healing work, which you guys know that I specialize in. I am pretty booked up already for the first half of October. We're not into October technically, as I am recording this video, so I will probably only be available for emergency sessions and emergency readings at this point. But as I've been mentioning to all the signs, I will get a wait list started. So when I have a cancellation or somebody has to reschedule, I can get you in that way and get you in a little bit sooner. Or reach out to me if you feel like you need it, okay? I will make time. We will figure it out. Again, make sure that you check out your general overview for the full month of October. That will also be released at the same time as this. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, Urban Soul Guru, at Urban Soul Guru. I think that's it for now, Taurus. I'm sending you so much love, light, gratitude. I'll see you back here soon. Love you guys. Ciao.